Imagine a vast island mostly covered by ice. This is Greenland. Its name suggests green fields, but here, ice reigns supreme. An ancient ice sheet, miles thick, holds secrets of our planet's past. Sunlight glimmers on the surface, creating a world of shimmering white and blue. Life here exists on the edge. Polar bears roam the sea ice, whales glide through icy waters, and Arctic foxes hunt in the snow. Seals rest on ice floes, always alert. These creatures show nature's power to adapt and thrive. Greenland's skies come alive with the northern lights, ribbons of color dancing in the long winter nights. In summer, the midnight sun brings weeks of endless daylight, shaping a unique rhythm for all who live here. This immense island is a land of contrasts, harsh yet beautiful, ancient yet ever-changing. Its silence speaks of timelessness. But Greenland is more than just ice and snow. It's a place with a deep human history, a story of survival and adaptation. People have called this challenging land home for thousands of years. Their stories are as compelling as the landscape itself. Here, the past and present meet in a world shaped by extremes. Greenland's beauty is stark, its scale breathtaking. It remains one of the last great wildernesses on Earth, and its story is just beginning. Thousands of years ago, the first people arrived in Greenland, brave pioneers venturing into the unknown. They crossed from North America, following the animals they hunted. Survival depended on skill, courage, and cooperation. These were the Paleo-Inuit, the ancient ones. Early cultures like the Sakak and Dorset were expert hunter-gatherers. They hunted seals, walrus, and fished in icy waters. Every day was a test of resilience. Their tools, harpoons, bows, and bone needles, were crafted from stone, bone, and driftwood. Animal skins became warm clothing. Snow shelters and skin tents protected them from the elements. Teamwork was vital. Hunters shared their catch, ensuring the group's survival. They read the weather, tracked animals, and understood the ice. Their spiritual beliefs were deeply connected to nature. Living in harmony with their environment shaped their culture for centuries. Their story is one of endurance and ingenuity. Against all odds, they made Greenland their home. Their legacy endures in the land and its people. About 1,000 years ago, new sails appeared. Vikings led by Erik the Red. Exiled from Iceland, Erik named the land Greenland to attract settlers despite its icy nature. Around 986 AD, Norse settlers established two main communities in the southwest fjords. They built stone and turf houses, raised livestock, and constructed churches, remnants still visible today. Farming was tough, so they hunted seals and caribou, and traded walrus ivory and skins with Europe. In return, they received iron, wood, and other essentials. Meanwhile, the Thule Inuit, ancestors of today's Greenlanders, migrated from the north. Contact between Norse and Thule occurred, but whether it was peaceful or hostile remains debated. By the 15th century, the Norse settlements vanished, one of history's great mysteries. Climate change, isolation, and dwindling resources likely played a role. Their ruins remain, silent witnesses to a vanished chapter. The Norse story in Greenland is one of ambition, adaptation, and ultimate disappearance. Their legacy lingers in the landscape. Greenland's history is shaped by those who dared to call it home. The land remembers. Centuries after the Norse vanished, Greenland saw little European contact until the 18th century. In 1721, Danish-Norwegian missionary Hans Egede arrived, seeking Norse descendants but finding only Inuit. Egede's mission marked the start of Danish influence and eventual colonization. Danish trading posts soon dotted the coast, exchanging European goods for Inuit products. This trade altered Inuit life, creating new dependencies and shifting traditions. Over time, Denmark's control grew stronger. Greenland became a formal Danish colony with new laws, language, and governance imposed. Traditional Inuit leadership and justice were often sidelined. Danish became the language of administration and education, creating barriers for many. Colonial rule brought some improvements in health and education, but often aimed at assimilation. Opportunities for Greenlanders remained limited. Decisions were made far away in Copenhagen. Greenlanders found themselves in a subordinate position in their own land. This fostered a growing desire for change and self-determination. The seeds of transformation were sown. Greenland's journey toward autonomy had begun. World War II changed Greenland's fate. In 1940, Nazi Germany occupied Denmark, cutting Greenland off from its colonial power. Suddenly, Greenland's strategic location became vital for North Atlantic shipping and weather forecasting. local authorities turned to the United States for help. In 1941, the US built military bases and weather stations, supporting the Allied war effort. Thousands of Americans arrived, bringing economic change and new cultural influences. Greenlanders found work on the bases and glimpsed a modern world. The war opened Greenland to the wider world as never before. After the war, Greenland's status shifted. It became an integral part of Denmark, with representation in parliament. Yet many Greenlanders felt this was not enough. The experience sparked new ideas about autonomy and identity. Greenland's role on the world stage had changed forever. The path to self-governance was now in motion. After World War II, Greenlanders grew more politically aware and connected to the world. The old colonial system felt increasingly outdated. Inspired by global decolonization, Greenlanders demanded more control over their own affairs. In 1979, home rule was introduced. Greenland gained its own parliament and government. Powers over education, health, and local development shifted from Copenhagen to Nuuk. This was a moment of pride and optimism. In 2009, self-government expanded Greenland's powers further, including control over natural resources and justice. The Self-Government Act recognized Greenlanders as a distinct people with the right to self-determination. Despite progress, economic and cultural challenges remain. The economy relies on Danish support and fishing exports. Balancing tradition with modernization is an ongoing debate. The question of full independence remains central to Greenlandic politics. The nation's future is being shaped by its people. Modern Greenlandic identity blends ancient Inuit heritage with centuries of Danish influence. The Greenlandic language Kalaallisut is a symbol of resilience and unity. Deep connections to land and sea endure, even as lifestyles modernize. Young Greenlanders are redefining what it means to be Greenlandic, blending tradition with global connections. The internet and social media connect scattered communities, fueling cultural expression and political debate. Climate change is reshaping Greenland, ice is melting, sea levels are rising, and traditional hunting grounds are changing. These changes bring both challenges and opportunities, like new shipping routes and resource access. Tension exists between preserving culture and pursuing economic development. Interest in mineral wealth and energy resources is growing. Economic benefits could reduce dependence on Denmark, but environmental concerns remain. Greenlanders face tough choices about sustainable development. The future depends on balancing progress with heritage. The world is watching as Greenland charts its path. Climate change is a daily reality in Greenland. The ice sheet is shrinking at alarming speed. Melting ice disrupts ecosystems and traditional ways of life. New opportunities emerge as ice recedes, access to minerals, oil, and gas. International interest in Greenland's resources and strategic location is growing. The nation stands at the center of Arctic geopolitics. Economic self-sufficiency is tempting, but risks to the environment and culture are real. Greenland's voice in Arctic governance is more important than ever. The debate over resource extraction is intense. How to balance development with preservation. These questions are discussed in homes, parliament, and communities across the land. The desire for independence fuels exploration of new avenues. Responsibility to protect the land and culture remains paramount. Greenland's choices will shape its destiny and the Arctic's future. Greenland's people have always shown resilience. From the first settlers to today's generation, they've faced extreme climates, cultural shifts, and political changes, yet their spirit endures. Optimism and determination drive Greenland forward. A young, educated generation is shaping the nation's destiny. Innovation in sustainable tourism, renewable energy, and fishing points to a brighter future. Education empowers individuals and strengthens society. The debate over independence continues. What would it mean for Greenland's economy and security? Some seek full independence, others favor a redefined partnership with Denmark. There are no easy answers, but the conversation reflects a mature, forward-looking society. Greenland's story is still unfolding, full of challenges and possibilities. Its people are the authors of the next chapter, facing the future with courage and wisdom. The choices made here will echo far beyond the ice.